So I figured out what it is and why our calls are dropping. Our time was up for that live. And so if you don't plan enough time, TikTok will kick you out. So jump on, jump on, jump on. Okay, Andrea, thank you for jumping on. I'm going to add you because I think what has happened, TikTok will kick you off if you don't have enough time. So I am adding you as a moderator so that you can join. Let's see here if we can get this going. So I think I figured out what happened when you I set it to 9:45 or 9:30, and if you go past that time, I think TikTok starts kicking people out.
Oh,
Wow.
So I think it probably ends the conversation. That's what it appears to be because I thought it was weird that it wouldn't let anybody else join, but I'm thinking that that is what happened. Okay, there we go.
There we
Think we're
go.
good. We
Oh,
good?
okay. Yes. Look, I was laughing when y'all said 2 minutes, and it said popped up 2 minutes. Okay, so it's the research now is now not 7 stages of grief. There are now 5 stages of grief. And so you get into, and it can happen at any time, the anger phase, bargaining, why is that person gone and why somebody else can't be gone. I've said that. My mom passed in 2013, and I remember at that time of, the denial piece, like, no, she's not gone, because she looked like she was just sleeping. No, that's not real, until of course the funeral was here. And then, but actually bargaining with God, saying it could have been somebody else. Why did my mama have to go? Going through those phases, angry, and that anger exuding out onto other people. And I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes that anger didn't happen till later. It wasn't even at the time that it could have been 4 or 5 years after my mom passed, and it happened. So anger, it showed out in different people, and I can definitely say for myself. And then, but the acceptance piece finally came, I will say, maybe, so it's been a total of 12 years since she's been gone. And now every year we do something to honor my mom. My sister and I do. Whether it's something to celebrate her birthday or getting with family, to do Mother's Day and have, things for our family to keep on, not just the legacy of my mom, but also the legacy of, now we need to definitely come together and have strength. And I can definitely say, like, for me this year, more of the acceptance that my mom, now mind you, I told you it's been 12 years, the acceptance to say, you know what, life is gonna move, and it's gonna move forward. I know that my mom is with me in everything that I do, because of either my love for people, the love that she showed my sister and I, and how we show it to other people, the love that we have for our family, the strength of our family. Or if even when somebody says, this remind me of something that your mom would have done, and I see so much of your mother in you guys, whether it's me by myself or me and my sister together, or just in my interactions with my grandmother, or it's just different things where that acceptance has now turned into love, into joy, into other people. And so we have to realize that when people leave us, it is for it. Of course, it's not because we want them to. We want them to be around with us forever until we're gone, and that's they want to be with us, and we know that they want to be with us. But that also, that love and that peace and that comfort that we received from them while they were here, and able to focus and remember. I think someone said it earlier in their in one of the comments is that, you know, the more that we have, hold on to the memory. I think, Elle, when you were saying we honor them, when we honor them, just in just little everyday things that we do, we show them how we you know what, we have love, we have grown, and we are stronger because that person was in our life. God gives us everything, comes for a reason and a season, even the ones that we hold near and dear to us, that's not ever supposed to leave us, that's supposed to be with us forever. And so we have to remember that no matter, you know, what took them away from us, you know, how we cherish their memories, or how we, you know, speak of the good things about them, that's what keeps their legacy going. That's what keeps us moving forward. That's what gives us strength to know, you know what, this person wouldn't want me to be dwelling in depression or sadness. So then, therefore, why would I not honor them and do better and be stronger for them?
And they
If
would
you can't
not.
do it for yourself, you can do it for do it for them. You know.
I think you hit a point when you said that they would not want us to be sad. They would not. I know that for a fact. They would not.
Exactly. One of the hardest deaths happened when I was 25. My grandfather passed. My grandfather um, raised me, you know, as I would say he was my sole father figure. And I mean, that was the hardest. I didn't think like, what? Be around a person that's not my grandfather to tell me what to do, that didn't make sense to me. And so, for for the things that I learned from him, it made me stronger, made me be a better person. It made me love my family, because I see how my uncles and definitely my cousins, how I see their personality, his personality in them. And I was like, oh yeah. And now it makes it easier to say, oh, I see my grandpa in them. Oh, he act just like grandpa. That would have been something grandpa would said. So,
Corinne, what
Girl,
attributes do you see, or or areas do you see in Mom or Holly that shows up in the family, and everybody's like, you just shake your head because you're like, yep, this is their handprint, this is their footprint. Can you guys hear me?
this is strange. I went on some, we got booted off. Okay, first it was the men, then all of us got booted off. And then I went to go see if other people are having problems with their lives. Their lives are fine. So I think it's the subject, you know.
You think TikTok does not like the subject?
No, I mean, like, I think it's the enemy trying to fight this because we're talking about grievance and we're, um,
Yeah,
listening to one another, and it's a healing thing, right?
it,
It
it
is.
really
It
is.
heals. And the enemy wants us to be in the dark with it, right? So we can
Yeah.
be down and out, but we're talking about grieving because it's healthy. So, yeah, but we're going to keep on going.
Okay. Corinne, I was asking if there are certain things that you see now that make you go, okay, that's Mom's handprint, or that's Holly, or that's
I don't think not yet because it's so new still. Because I'm in like, let's see, 5 months with mom and a couple of months with Holly.
not even this, what, a
So,
month and a half with
yeah,
Holly, huh?
so I'm really impacted right now with
Yeah,
trying to deal with it. Just to get up and just do what I need to do
yeah,
every day. Because I was stuck like in my room and in the bed. I couldn't get myself to work. I was just in bad shape. I've been in bad shape for a while trying to deal with all of this grief. It's so heavy, and um, I know this live is a blessing to me because I was searching to talk to someone today anyway, and then this happened. And that's what I mean about God knowing what I need, and He sends it to me, just like He sent this live to me. I had no idea what the discussion was. I was trying to figure it out with the comments. I really didn't know, but it was definitely somewhere I needed to be, and I needed to connect, and I needed to talk and just be with others that are going through and understand what I'm going through. And I count this another blessing, and I'm going to write it in my gratitude book tonight.
This reminds me of you here listening to you speak reminds I don't know, you remind me of like when Hagar was in the middle of she's running away and God sees her and calls her, like lets her know, hey, I see you. Like he's the God that sees you, your heart and everything, and this was your divine appointment. So I think that's a beautiful thing.
It really is. Thank you.
Yeah.
It really is.
And, mine's came from this morning, being woken up by both of my parents, and I have not seen them both in the same space in, I can't tell you when, and that is where the topic came from. So it definitely is a divine intervention from God and his leading, because everybody's like, this is a heavy topic. I was like, I know, but it is a topic in a conversation that needs to be had. And we need to have a place where we can share. And we need to have a place where we can also let those who have not experienced loss or grief, let them know how raw we are and how to care for those who have lost. Because if you have not, you have no idea what it feels
No.
like. You
Mm-mm.
just, you can't even begin to process what it feels like.
Yeah, because I lost. I know what it feels like to lose a sister, a
I remember.
brother, a mother, a father, two husbands. My first one, I was 7 months pregnant and I had a 3 year old. So being a young mother and raising two boys on her own, I know what that's like. And then remarrying and losing a second husband, I know what that's like. So when I lost my mother, it opened up grieving for all the rest of them. My dad, my sister, everything just reopened itself
Mhm,
and made it
mhm.
very difficult for me because it's like the grieving with the others that I love so much and lost. It just resurfaced. And I believe that's why God is really chasing me and staying close to me because He knows that His daughter is suffering and He wants to help me. And He's doing that. He's helping me. He's helping me every single day. So,
And I am with Wayne that we don't know what we are supposed to give to the world from this, but there is a gift that we can give to others. Um, but the law of reciprocity for those who are close in our circle, gotta have it. Gotta have it. Because we need people to pour into those places that are empty. Julian said something earlier that I thought was really profound. He said that when we lose our loved ones, we have these like buckets of love that are stored up that we had assigned or set aside for them. And we no longer have a place to put that. And so it's like this the way I can visualize it is like it's like stagnant water that is sitting there. It's not being moved. It's just there, and it's collecting dust and dirt, and we have to figure out a way to get it out, to get it out, to get it out, and to put it on to others or in other parts of the world, um, to help us heal. Hi, Eve. Thanks for joining. Jump in at any time.
Hello, good evening. How y'all doing?
Good evening. We are well. How are
Evening.
you?
I'm doing fine. I'm just listening and I can relate to what you guys are talking about because I lost my mom like 4 years ago and I lost like my first nephew and I lost another nephew, so it's like really difficult. It's something that's like that you always stay with that pain. It's like a for never ending pain that you're gonna live with for the rest of your life.
And it doesn't go away. The
Yeah,
whole
it doesn't
space.
go away. Yes, ma'am. But with the grace of God, and He gives you the strength to carry on throughout the day, and you know, just gotta keep praying about it.
And what do you think, or what do you wish people knew or had done while you were going through the grieving process? What did you
Okay,
wish they had given you?
okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat it?
So after you lost your mom, was there something that you wish that people knew, or that there was something that they just did that would have helped you to maybe just relax while you were grieving? What I found is that people just treated it like it was another day. People were not, and even after everything was over, I didn't get a lot of
So,
people to call and check in and say, "Are you good?" I had one friend I hadn't talked to in a while, and our thing was whenever something was going on, she would always come and just climb in my bed and sit there with me. And that was a time when I really needed her. And she did eventually come, but I had all these people around, and I was like, I just need somebody just to come and sit and make me laugh and just be here, be present. And I didn't get that. And so I wish people had known that. People would say, "Oh, come to my house. If you need to get away." And I'm like, I don't want to be at your house. I want to be in my bed. I need somebody to come and say, "Have you eaten? Let me make sure that you've eaten. Are you okay?" And people didn't get that because they were busy with their own lives.
right. So when I was going through that grief, I had like everybody around me was very supportive, and I wasn't like at the time I just wanted to be alone. I didn't feel like answering call, responding because I feel like everything or anything they would say is not gonna comfort me. So I kind of just took the time to like to be alone. Like, but I had people did check up on me, but I just wanted to be in my own space. If you get what I'm saying.
I do. I do. Yeah. And people didn't get that you wanted to be alone. They thought, let's just stay close to her.
Yeah. Well, some people they took it the wrong way, but at the same time, everybody deal with grief in a different way. So I couldn't really like deal with people at the same time. I just wanted to be alone, but I was glad for all the message and all the people that was reaching out to me. But at the same time, I just wanted to be alone.
Yes, I do. I do.
I understand you, Eve, about being alone. I shut everyone out when yeah, after losing my especially my sister. When I lost her, I just stayed. I don't think I got out of the bed, but to use the bathroom or something or shower. But I just couldn't move, and I didn't want to talk to anybody. It just it'll knock you down. But like you said, but by the grace of God, I see that we all have the same theme here is our faith, right? I think our faith in the Lord is what He lifts us up. Somehow, some way, He'll send someone, or this live, a divine intervention. Just the little things in life that gets us up, He sends us to it, and I think that's what we all have here, right? It was our faith to keep on moving and God carrying us through. And, so I totally understand you though, Eve, when you said that, you just don't want to talk because you don't, because you feel like nobody really understands you. And then people want to console you and be there, but they just don't even know. There's really, it's like what you said, Lady Love. You just got to tread lightly, right? Because when you lose somebody, there's really nothing you can say but to hold them, bring them food, listen to them. There's this. That's. I wanted the same thing you wanted, Lady Love, but I knew I wasn't gonna get that, so I just pushed everybody away. I just stayed in my cocoon.
And Andrea, I see you said when the calls and visits stops, it made you really depressed. Yeah, it did. And the other thing that I know, and I've heard, and Julian and I talked about that too. When you are grieving, um, you're really vulnerable. And so I found myself just wanting a place to feel like a soft place to land. And getting into relationships and bringing new people in. I brought a lot of people into my life, women friends and different people. And once I got, to a place where I was better or I could see more clear, I was like, I wouldn't have dealt with you when I was okay. Why am I dealing with you now? Kind of, I'm sorry, I hate to say that. But when we are in grief and mourning, people will come and we have to be careful of who we allow in our space.
Well, that's definitely true because I had individuals who was trying to take advantage of that space, and I was strong enough to decline on many occasions. And I can honestly say, at first, with the individuals visiting, I finally figured out how helpful it is for people to visit, bring food, like you said, Lady Love, make sure you're eating, because I found myself, I experienced both, where there was too much food, so many visitors, but I really, at the end, appreciated it because it really did help me because I wasn't sitting at home, drowning in grief. I had people around me, people bringing me food every day, doorbell ringing with flowers, just tons of stuff. And all of that helped me. And then when I lost Holly, my brother, now that experience was different from all the others because, like I said, it was like everybody around me, I labeled it as fatigue, grievance or sympathy fatigue. They were just tired. They were just tired of like, oh, Miranda, here we go again. You lost somebody else. You just keep losing people. And these people just shut down. They're like, I'm done. She just keeps losing people. So I didn't understand it, but I kind of understand it a little bit now. But
And we
it
don't
does make
choose
me
it.
feel.
It's not like we choose it, like you said, so I'm gonna have 3 losses this year. Nobody chooses
Yes,
that.
right,
No.
right,
So I've decided we're going to have 5 funerals. I mean, nobody
right.
decides that that's what they want in their lives. I told my family, I said, Please, I hope we have at least a 5 to 10 year break, please. Nothing else.
Please.
Nobody. I don't want. Just, just give me that, please.
Well, that's what my brother and I decided. We said, okay, August, you stay quiet. We don't want anything else happening. And unfortunately, we lost another cousin. So I have a funeral to go to in a few weeks. But we said the same thing. Like, enough is enough.
And speaking of, while we were just chatting, there was a text message from my family that I have not checked yet, and it's not the regular family member. So, yeah, I hope that there's nothing there. But yeah,
So much going through grief. I can say that. For me, one of the biggest things for the first loss, when I lost my dad around that age, was I discovered the power of presence. And what I mean by that is, to this day, I still have two male best friends. And the biggest memory that I have, I don't quite remember every part of my dad's funeral, but I remember I wanted to get out of the church. I gotta get out of here as fast as I can. And there was some stewardess or whatever trying to hold me near the back door. And I remember both of them just yelling as kids do, because we were all 14 at the time, just to let him go. And I ran out of this church and I proceeded to run down a dirt road that my church sits on. They didn't talk. The only thing they did was run with me until I couldn't run anymore. If I dare say, the road maybe a mile, 2 miles long, and then we walked back, still no words. And it was just the idea that they remained there. They didn't say a single thing. A lot of times, your presence is all that's required, especially when dealing with someone who's grieving. Because anything you do at that point, when you are deep in grief to try to make it better, as you guys know, it seems like something you should not be doing, or at least that's out there. Don't talk, don't even really look at me, just be there. And that was when I started to respect the power of presence. And I carried that throughout the rest of my life. Where am I going to be present? It was a very long standing lesson that I've learned. As we go into different places, always respect the power of your presence, whether you truly need to be here or want to, because it does matter to other people.
it does. It really does matter. Matters. It matters. Anything else anybody wants to add? Thank you guys for a great conversation. Thank you for opening up and sharing. I appreciate everybody. We see CEO of my life. Thank you for joining. Hello. Hello. CEO. CEO of my life. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Give me a moment. Let me turn my TV down. Oh, shit.
It's the box. It's the box.
All right, what's our topic tonight?
Our topic is grief and loss of a loved one and losing both parents.
Oh my God. I'm literally losing my wife right now. She's in the back bedroom dying.
I am so sorry.
Oh wow. I'm
Like,
dang.
won't he do it? God be doing things. He be taking you places that you don't even know you're supposed to be.
Wow.
You guys even know I've been crying
And I'm not
for days.
laughing at you. I am laughing because When something is divine, it's divine. It just is.
My God,
Yes.
he been working overtime with me lately. I mean, overtime. Oh my God, y'all don't even understand.
How can we
What's her name?
My name is Danny.
And what's the loved one's name?
My name is Beth.
Beth? Well,
Beth.
we'll pray for Beth. But you said Beth or
B-E-T. T is
Bet?
in
Oh,
Tom.
okay,
Yeah.
Bet. Okay. We're so sorry that you're going through that.
I'm literally going through that. Yep.
and Danny, how can we support you?
All I need is prayers. Got everything else taken care of. Just genuine prayers.
We are here. I'm here.
Thank
Um, Ren is here. She just recently experienced some great loss.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Terminator is here. We all have lived it, and it hurts no matter when it happens, how long it was. It's a whole, and your identity and who you are. We are connected, and so when we lose people we love, a part of us feels like it goes with them, and we look at life and try to figure out who we are, or who will we be when they're no longer here, because we tie so much of ourselves into the people we love. We pour basically parts of our souls and our spirit into them. So when they leave us, it's like part of us leaves too.
I,
So know that you are definitely in our thoughts and in our prayers. And Beth is also in our thoughts and in our prayers. And as she transcends, just know she will always be with you. A part of her will always be with you. Her love for you will always be. Um,
thank you. Thank you.
And
it's
always remember this beautiful, beautiful verse. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord.
Yes. I do
Amen.
know. I do
And
know.
God is with you, and God has a tight grip on you. And I pray that He will lay His hands on her, and that He will give her peace, and that she will suffer no pain in Jesus' name.
Amen.
It's kind of funny because I think I'm gonna lose my identity after this. I've been taking care of it for 3 years, and now we're down to the wire. What? Who am I after that? You know.
and you will feel like, who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I still here? You will go through every gamut of emotions that you could possibly go through, but know that you will be okay. Things get lighter, hopefully. Um, because it's hard. It's not an easy place. It never is. I was sharing earlier that I remember I was out with one of my best friends, and we had just had a great time, and I'm in the backseat like, why am I here? I didn't want to be, because it's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Hello, how you guys doing?
Hello, hello, Andrea. Thanks for joining back. How are you, ZZ?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. You want to add to our conversation?
Sorry, I just jumped on. I missed a lot, but yeah, to the sister, just stay strong. It's not easy losing someone really close to us, but God time is God time. Just have to keep on praying and leave it all to God.
I agree. Amen.
And the identity piece is big. It's big. Ren, how did you, because you lost your first husband and you have small kids, how did you reinvent yourself? What helped you through it? What were your pieces? Was it your family support? Was it what helped you through it?
Well, it took me 14 years to overcome that loss. Literally 14 years. After counseling, I just existed. And I wrapped my life around my sons, to take care of them because I was the only surviving parent. So I just worked a lot. I had a lot of support because I had young children. So my support system helped me get through that, and I just existed. I feel like my sons had everything they could ever want or need. They didn't want for nothing other than I had to watch them grow up without their father, and that was hard on them. Very, very difficult, and it was difficult for me to even watch it and to be in the middle of it. But I did the best that I could as a parent, and God just He just walked with me. There was a point in my life where I couldn't pick up the Bible. I couldn't read verses. I literally was disconnected. But I didn't disconnect from God. I still stayed put. I still attended the church and took my son. I did pull myself out of certain levels within the church because I could no longer handle that because my role was to be there for my sons 100%. So I'm going to say that my support system, my mother, my father, all my siblings, um, my husband's family, everybody just supported us and helped us get through it. But it was hard. It was a 14-year journey before God decided to deliver me. Because I was just tired. Sometimes you get tired of carrying that burden. I was just tired. I remember one morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired. And I just broke down on my knees and God just delivered me from the loss of my husband. He left me with a 3-year-old and 7 months pregnant. That was really hard to deal with. But after 14 years later, he released me. But I had to suffer. I had to suffer.
Yeah, I have an experience too. Actually, my wife, 2 weeks after she gave birth to my daughter, she lost her mom. It was a sudden loss. Wasn't something expected, and that's that's the first time I've seen someone really break down in a way that you cannot even imagine. And having someone to care for as well. Small baby, you have to breastfeed them up. The experience from what I've seen, you will need all the support you can, everything. That's when you really need to have people close to you, family, friends. You need people to really guide you through your close family, anybody you can get. And it's really breaking. It can really damage you in a way that, man, unless you put yourself in someone's shoes, those kind of situations, you would understand. And I have seen it, not that I lived it, I've seen it, and I had to give all the support that I can to my wife. I stopped working for like a month, and I wish I could even take more time off, but work is work. You just have to go back in. But I had to really, really hold her up, uh, work with her through the hardship, and make her understand that, not to worry, someone is always there for her. So I wish you guys to be really strong. Don't stop praying. It's not something you can do it by yourself. You cannot. It's impossible. Um, just look for your family, look for people that will support you, and they will talk to you. They'll help you out. There are people out there that help you out. They help you through it. So I wish you all the best, and just keep praying.
Thank you. And Miss C's wife, again, I don't know how we can support you, but please know that you have the support team here. And I say that because I remember my kids came in, um, my ex husband and his wife, and my last husband were here, and then everybody was gone, and it was just me and my husband. And I just remember, like, okay, what do I do now? And work was all I could do until I could figure out what to do next. And so this is part of my reason for coming home to California regularly and just stepping away and kind of, you know, that is my way of doing it. So, and having people just be sensitive to what is going on. You may not know what's going on. Just be sensitive to those around you. If somebody says they're laying on the couch all day, don't ask them why. It may take everything in them to get up for that day. Somebody says, well, what'd you eat today? I don't know. Well, maybe they don't. Well, yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah.
We are all fighting battles that no one else sees. Yeah, so. And I see your message that you would like to hear me pray, Mrs.
Yes,
Yeah, we
you the
pray.
host, you have to pray. Before you close up, you have to pray for Miss CEO. You got to pray for everybody on your panel.
Okay, I will
I'll
ask
play.
Corinne
No,
to
I'm going
pray
to
for
pray.
us.
Yeah, no, I'm going to pray before bed. I promise. Not on the panel, but I promise I will. I
You
always
will.
pray before I sleep.
You're gonna say a prayer for us, Z?
Before I sleep, I will.
No, you have to say it on the live. We all
Oh,
are
not
here.
on
We're
the
in the
live.
spirit of the Lord. You have to say it here.
Oh no, not on live.
Just
I've never done
ask
it before.
Ren to pray for
Okay.
you. Ren,
But
Julian,
I pray that
I
God just
go ahead,
help
Z.
you guys through it and guide you through it, be with you every moment, every second. I'm a believer, I believe in Jesus, and I pray for you all. And I just wish you great, great strength.
And we receive that in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So, yeah. So, thank you guys again so much. This has been amazing. I am glad that we have a space that we can come. And if we need to do this again, just for this, just to be able to talk about where we are and what we need, I am willing to set something up for us to get through it. So please let me know, reach out. You know, we choose random topics to talk about, but hey, being present, not perfect, is my motto. Being present and showing up for those who need you is the most important thing we can do in this life. And so, yeah,
Beautiful.
you know what I mean? Right. Thank you guys. Ms. CEO, please keep us posted. And if you need anything, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good
Love you
night.
all. In the words of Julian, our word now, before we say goodbye, I love you. If I haven't told you, I love you. Good night.
I love you. I love you all.
Good
Love you guys.
night.
Pray.
Good night.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Goodbye.